Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me in another video. Whew, my hair is so big today. Get down. Get down. I know I look so strange. I don't usually start my videos off with no makeup on, but that is because today I'm going to be showing you my summer face routine. So that includes foundations, concealers, what powders I'm using, what brushes I'm using to apply all the products, any like hints and tips that I have for you. Yeah, I just wanted to film this video to show you guys what I'm putting on my face because I am going to be doing a couple of makeup tutorials and my face is always going to be the same products, so I didn't want to like keep filming me doing the same thing over and over, so I thought I would make a separate video. So yeah, definitely let me know if you like the video, give it a thumbs up if you do, and subscribe if you haven't already. And let's get started. So the first thing that I always like to start off with is a really good moisturiser. I always find that the key to a really good, healthy and glowy looking base is a good moisturiser. So right now, because it is summer, I like to use 100% pure argan oil. This is the one that I've got. It's just in like a little squeezy, what's this called? Is it like a little pipette? I think that's what it's called. It looks like this and you can just squeeze it out of the bottle. This is by the brand Queen of Oil. I got this little bottle last year at the Scottish Hair and Beauty Show, but I guess you can find argan oil anywhere. You can go on Amazon, probably eBay, you can probably get it out of a pharmacy or like a herb store. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't think it's very hard to find. This is organic argan oil, 100%, and all I do is drop a couple of drops onto my fingers, rub it together like this and kind of pat it into my skin. Now, I'm not doing this on camera because I like to do this when I get up, brush my teeth, wash my face, then I put the oil on. The reason for that is that this is very, very oily, so if I put that on and then put makeup on top of it, it's just going to slip off my face. So I like to do this about half an hour to an hour before I put my makeup on, and that way it just soaks all into my skin. So that is the first step in my foundation routine. Next, for primer. I'm currently using the Body Shop's all-in-one Insta Blur primer. It's a really affordable silicone primer if that's what you're looking for. So this is what it looks like. It's just white and very silicone-y, if that's even a word. And I just rub this in my fingers like so and press this into my skin. I really put it where my pores are because it's meant to blur out any imperfections. So I've got a lot of pores here on, what's this zone called? I was going to say T-zone, but that's not right. Basically on my cheeks and in my nose area. I put a little bit on my chin. Get those chin pores. Pores be gone. And then a little bit in my forehead. And I'm really pushing this into the skin. I'm not just going to like do this all over, I'm really giving it a good push into the skin. And then I let that soak in to my skin as well. I don't go straight on with foundation because again I want this product to sink right into my skin. So at this part I would usually probably like do my hair. Obviously if I'm filming a video it's different because I always put my oil and my primer on first before I film a video, because I know that I like to let it soak into the skin. But if I'm getting ready on a normal day, I'd probably put this on and then I would do my hair or I'd get dressed or something. Because we're obviously like nourishing the skin at this point, I also take a little minute out of my day just to apply a little lip oil. I know this is not technically my foundation, but it's the foundation for our lips, so I'm including it in this video. I just apply a little lip oil and then that'll make my lip products go on perfectly when I'm finished my makeup. The one I'm using is the Kiko Milano lip oil. This is the Heat Wave and it's in the shade, well not shade but flavour, number 1. It's the coconutty one, I think. It's lovely. Now for my foundation, I am absolutely loving using the Kiko Milano Soft Focus Foundation. If you've watched my channel for a while, you know that I often switch it up and use this product. This is a great foundation if you love the full coverage look, if you also like quite a flawless finish, but also a quite natural looking finish. When I have this on, it dramatically changes the appearance of my face because as you can see I have like a lot of redness around this area. I have a couple of breakouts, like one here that's really annoying, one on my chin and things. It really covers things so well, but the only thing with this is it will emphasise any pores that you have, so you have to make sure you use a pore filling primer first of all. This is what the product looks like if you want to try and find it in a local shop. If you're in Scotland, I know that there is a Kiko Milano in Glasgow, but you can definitely order this product online. Mine is in the shade number 3. This is what it looks like inside. If you spin off the lid, it has like this little cushion. It's really spongy and soft, and it has these little holes for the powder to come out. I don't like to use this sponge because it doesn't really do much for me. So the brush that I use, this is just a really cheap brush off of eBay. I got it in a big set. They're really easy to find, but it's just a flat topped foundation brush, I guess. And all I do with this is I just tap the side of the tub until some foundation comes out. And then I pop my brush in, very self-explanatory, and then just tap off any of the excess powder. And then I just buff this into the skin. I use round circular motions and just try and push it into like all the pores and things. Like I say, this will emphasise any pores. So if you can like push it in, then that is perfect. I always start like in the centre of the face and work it out so that it's more natural. This is where I need the most coverage anyway. And yeah, that is basically my foundation. So I'm just going to apply this all over my face. Now, I don't always try and talk when I'm doing that bit. I like to leave under my eyes free, so I don't go all the way up to the lower lash line. The reason for that is because I always feel like when you put a liquid, i.e. my concealer, on top of a powder, it can tend to go a little bit cakey looking. So I always try and leave that patch free just so that when I put my concealer on, it doesn't cake up a little bit. And when I'm at the jawline, I always do like to kind of just run it down the neck a little bit just to help make sure that there's no kind of harsh lines. So now for concealer, I've been using recently the Makeup Revolution Ultra Cover and Conceal Palette in the shade Light. Looks like this inside, so there's a bunch of different coloured concealers. It's very light coverage, which is good because I feel like this is a bit of a full coverage foundation. So I like that it's a little bit lighter and a little bit more of a natural look. So I've been mixing this top one here with this, well, this top one and this one here together because I've got yellow undertones in my skin. It just looks really pretty. So I've just been popping that on my ring finger and just patting that underneath the eye. Is that someone's lawnmower? Why when I'm filming? Just pat that in with a dry beauty blender. I just have it dry because it works better with this concealer. So as you can see, I don't put a lot on, but I like that. I don't like to be too caked in makeup. I like quite a natural look. So to set that, I'm using the e.l.f. I don't even know what this is called, but it's basically translucent but looks white. Looks like this, comes with a little powder puff, and again there's little holes, so I just tap a little bit out into the lid. Just a tiny little bit because you don't need much, just like that. And I just, oh, let me put this down. This is hard to do without a dressing table in front of you. I just dab my beauty blender in the top so that there's a little bit on. I don't bake with this because there's not enough concealer on my eyes to bake, I don't think. So I just pop a tiny little bit over the top. That just makes sure that it won't crease throughout the day because my concealer is so prone to creasing under my eyes. It's ridiculous. I also like to put a little bit of this on my chin just to kind of balance the light. And just a little bit on my forehead as well, any excess that's on the beauty blender. And again, just take a little bit of the powder and pop that on just to set it all in place. So the concealer that I like to use to conceal any spots or blemishes, red marks, whatever you want to call them, is the Airbase 5 Shade Concealer Palette. This is what it looks like. Oh, can't get the freaking lid off it. This is what it looks like. It has a bunch of different colours in there, which is great for all skin tones. The shade that I'm using just now is this one right here. This looks really good with the colour of my skin just now in the summer. This is a really thick and creamy concealer, which is great for covering blemishes because you do want a nice thick consistency for that. So I just pop a little bit on my finger, and a little bit definitely goes a long way. A little bit up there. God, I just need to just dot this all over my face. And I just blend that in with my finger. I feel like the warmth and the heat from your fingers and your hands are really good at blending in cream products. Once I've done that, I just like to dab over that concealer with the beauty blender because there's always a little bit of powder left on there, and that just conceals that all into place to make sure that it won't budge throughout the day. The last two parts of my foundation skin routine is bronzer and contour. So the bronzer that I've been absolutely loving recently for I would say maybe the past couple of months is the Hoola bronzer by Benefit, and the brush that is amazing to apply this is the Real Techniques buffing brush. So it looks like this. As you can see, mine is really dirty because I couldn't be bothered cleaning it for this video, and that's real life. And I just like to bronze up my cheeks first of all, so underneath the cheekbones. This helps just bring a little bit of colour back to your face. And then I just go here on my temples. And I run this slightly under my jaw and just down my neck a little bit, just to give it a little bit of definition there and a bit of colour as well. Any excess I just like to pat on top of my nose because that's somewhere that the sun would naturally like kiss your face. So for like a sun-kissed effect, that is a good little tip, just to apply it on the high points. So you could do it your nose, your chin, a little bit on your forehead. That is where the sun would naturally tan you. And last step is contour. So of course I'm going to be using my Kevin Aucoin sculpting powder. Mine's is in the shade medium and it looks like this. There's a big gouge out of it because I love it. I use it so much. And the brush I use is the Real Techniques contour brush. It's really little. It's got a great point on it which is perfect for getting right into your cheekbones. So that is the first place that I like to contour. Just here underneath my cheekbones into the hollow of my cheek. That just gives you a really great shadow. This powder is perfect for giving you a great like shadowy effect, which is what you want from a contour. You want it to be like a slightly grey toned, no warm tones at all, very cool and grey toned if you've got light to medium skin tones. I also like to take a little bit underneath my lip. This just gives a shadow under your bottom lip which makes it look like your lips are a little bit more fuller and more pouty. And then I just take it underneath my nose and down the sides very lightly. I don't go too heavy on the nose contour because it's all fine and well doing a little bit of heaviness for pictures. So for YouTube videos, if you are a YouTube beauty person, like if you do makeup on YouTube, it's all fine and well doing quite heavy because the camera can sometimes dull the makeup that's on your face. So you might not see it as much. It's also probably fine for Instagram pictures, but in real life if you go too heavy you're going to look like you've got two stripes down your nose and you don't want that to happen. So I just go nice and light. However, sometimes I do have a little bit of a heavy hand, so if you ever do that and you are worried about it, best thing to do is grab your beauty blender and just bounce it on top of the lines really gently, and that will remove any excess product. If you don't see it lifting, just put a little bit of your powder on and go over it again. And yeah, that should just lift the heaviness of it and it won't make it look too harsh and more natural. But yeah, basically that is what I've been putting on my face recently. It's definitely my go-to summer base makeup. It's not changed, like I say, for probably the past month to 2 months. Because I just really feel like it's working for my skin right now. It's always great when you find something that works for you. So definitely let me know down in the comment section below if there is something that really works for you that you think might work on my skin too, or for other people. I would love to hear your suggestions. But if you have liked this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe by using the button down below. It's free, it notifies you when I upload new videos if you click the little bell icon too. I do upload a video every single Sunday, so at least you will be notified at the time that I post it if you click that little bell icon. So yeah, I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to follow me on all of my social medias as well, and I will see you next time. Bye!